Hey, ooh, that's fancy. Alright. Hey everyone, so I'm going to be making a tutorial today that's just kind of a simple guide to making some kind of mesh object in Maya and then importing it into Second Life. Because it's awfully hard to find very simple and concise tutorials that just teach you how to get your mesh from Maya into Second Life. Surprisingly, it's very complicated. Or it's not that complicated, don't worry, I'll show you. Alright, so first thing you want to do is download a plugin. I'm assuming you already have Maya, because you're going to need that. First thing you're going to want to do is download a plugin called Open Collada. You can just Google Open Collada and you'll find it. So you'll want to find, the one for Maya. Just go to the downloads page and download whichever OS you've got. Download that. And I've already done that, so I won't be doing that in this tutorial, but once you've downloaded it, there will be a note card inside there that will tell you where to put the actual plugin, and it just goes into a folder in your Maya Autodesk. My avatar is creeping back there. So, but that's not too hard. So once you download this and put the package file where you need to put it, then go into Maya, and you're going to need to make sure that the plugin is actually turned on, because it's really frustrating when it's not and you have no idea what to do. So you're going to want to go into Window, Settings and Preferences, and then Plugin Manager. And mine are already checked, but you're going to want to make sure that your Open Collada Maya bundle is both loaded and auto-loaded so that it always is on. For some reason that doesn't always work for me. But just make sure that these boxes are checked, because otherwise you won't be able to save your mesh as a file that Second Life will recognize. And that's not fun. Alright, so if you used Maya previously to make sculpties for Second Life, you kind of probably know the ropes already, but if you have never used Maya before, what you probably would use to make sculpties is NURBs, and we're going to want to work with polygons, because that's what mesh is. Mesh is polygons. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys just a really simple thing. I'm just going to make a cube, polygon cube. Make sure that you're using polygons, because, you can convert NURBs to polygons, etc., but it's just a little confusing if you're not using polygons right off the bat for your first try. So I'm just changing the subdivision so I can modify this a little bit. You can use other tutorials to kind of figure out some steps as to how to actually go about creating your mesh, and I'm not actually gonna help you too much with that right now because I'm not very good at it, and also it just takes a while. I'll make some other Maya tutorials, but essentially you can just sort of goof around and make whatever the heck you want. You can make a really simple and ugly chair like this one if you want. Okay, so once you've actually finished your mesh, I've decided this is my mesh. It's so beautiful. Wow, I don't even know where it is. Okay, once you've created your mesh and you've decided this is what you want to import into Second Life, you're going to want to make sure that you're in object mode. So just right-click on your thing and choose Object Mode and select whatever you want to import. And I just want to import this one thing. So I have this selected under Object Mode. Then you want to click Export Selection. Don't do Export All if you have other stuff on your thing, because that will be really strange. Make sure you have what you want selected and click Export Selection under File. And now, if you look at Format, if you've checked your plugin thing correctly, then it should have OpenCollada.dae in your format options, and that's what you want. So congratulations if that's what you've done. If not, just try to figure out the plugin manager one more time. Alright, so now you have a chance to save your beautiful mesh creation as a .dae file. Make sure it's a .dae file, otherwise it won't work. So just name your file and click Export. Now it should say that in here in the results that you exported it properly. Now you can go back into your Second Life client. I'm sorry that I am not in the official Second Life viewer, but I'm having some issues with it, so I'm in Firestorm right now. But essentially it's the same process. You just go to your upload menu and you click Mesh Model. Now if you don't see that option, you might have to go... Jesus, what the hell is my avatar doing? Oh, it's the voice gestures. Very spastic. Okay, well, oh my god. Well, if you don't see the Mesh Model option, I look like a crazy person. If you don't see the Mesh Model option, I would suggest that you go on the Second Life website and make sure that you have the mesh, that you have the ability to upload mesh models. You're going to have to take a little quiz and submit your payment information. So that's kind of a hassle, but it's worth it. So choose mesh model, and now go and find the thing you made. There's my blocky chair, and choose it. Alright, so then you'll have this menu that will show kind of a preview of your mesh model here, and then it will have all these options here. There's a, this basically shows what it will look like if, under different graphic settings, etc. And it can really mess with these. So there's a way actually to select the type of, you can actually set these in Maya, you can set different levels of detail, but that's not something I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial, so you can just manipulate this to make it look a little better. That didn't change anything, so, etc. Okay, and the thing about this is that there's no set cost for mesh uploads. You have to calculate weights and fee, and that will show you how much it costs. Oh, that's weird. Alright, that worked for some reason. And okay, so up down here it will show you your upload fee. For me it's $11 Linden dollars. The more complicated your model is and the higher the triangle limit, the more this price will be. And this shows the land impact, so you'll know ahead of time. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and upload this. And you gotta wait for it to upload, etc. But once you have uploaded it, it will appear in your objects as some kind of shape. And you just go ahead and drag it onto the ground. Hopefully you're in a sandbox. And there it is. Obviously it's super tiny. But the cool thing about mesh is that you can manipulate it to be whatever size you want. So just go ahead and stretch that out to your desired size. What a beautiful throne. And there you have it. There's your mesh model that you made in Maya in Second Life. It's as easy as pie, as long as you figure out the plugin stuff. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll make a few more tutorials regarding Maya in the future. Thanks for watching.